Hello and welcome back to me, Mitchell, the Salmon FM. And if you're joining me for the first time, thank you very much for checking out my channel. This is my FC Union Berlin save. And if you are just checking me out, make sure you go back and watch season 1. They're short, quick, straight to the point episodes, what I'm trying to do. Try and keep them around the 7-8 minute mark. Keep them short and snappy. So, yeah, so thank you very much for checking out season 2. And if you remember from last season, we were predicted to stay up and we managed to stay up. So, yeah, we got a nice little windfall of 35 million. And we had a couple of few players leaving. So, let's see what we can do in the transfer market with a little bit of money. Shall we jump in then? Okay, so here we are. As you'll find us at the season fixture release dates, and not the easiest of starts by any means. I think the only game I could probably realistically get anything from in that group is the Hoffenheim. Maybe nick a draw against Mönchengladbach, but we'll see. As you can see over on the left-hand side there, we have got a Union Berlin 2 club decision to make. We've been offered the chance to do a second team, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. So, yeah, I've decided to take control of it myself so I can build the staff for it and start bringing in some players for it. It's not going to make everybody happy because I'm going to drop a couple of the first teamers down, the ones that are too old for the under-19s. But it's a bit more competitive football for them, so hopefully this second team can work its way up the German leagues and get themselves into Liga 3 or whatever it's called, 3 Liga. So yeah, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do it, and the club decided to spend £2.5 million on a new stadium for that team to play at. So yeah, I believe they'll share a stadium with us until the building work's complete. So, right, I was offered the Leicester job. Again, if I was doing it as a personal save, I may have gone for an interview, and I definitely would have went for an interview with Manchester City, but I'm doing a Union Berlin save, so we figured we'd stick to it and make sure we carry on. As you can see, Hoffenheim even offered me a job interview, so I must have been doing something right. Okay, so a little look at the commercials, and we are way down in the bottom at 16th. You do very rarely get movement on this, so if you do get movement, it takes quite a long time, quite a lot of build-up. So yeah, it's been done. I've seen it done. So yeah. So media predictions. So according to the odds, we are 1,000 to 1 to win the league, and they are predicting us to finish 16th. So that would be a relegation playoff place, which is no good to us, guys. You know, we want to be working up and moving up, and hopefully, I'm personally, for me, I'm going to aim for 11th, 12th. I think that would be a bit of progress. So, yeah, and hopefully we can go on a bit of a cut run. So, in the Pokal, we did group Pampo, which should be a straightforward game, you'd think. And as you can see there from our pre-season, we had a very good pre-season. 2 draws, 1 defeat, and then the rest, you know, quite comfortable victories. So, yeah, a pleasing pre-season. So, these are the outs. So you'll see that Jacob Busk and Rafael left on freeze. Anthony Ujo was the only guy that really brought me in any serious money. Manuel Schmiedebeck, I got rid of him for 160k, but the main thing was he freed up about 16 grand on the wage budget. And the rest are just your usual outs. Jordan Rossiter, I loaned him out after bringing him in from Rangers on a free. I figured he wanted a lot more football than what was I could give him. But I figured I'd bring him in to try and make some money off him. However, he was refusing proper transfers, even though I've done that little trick thing where you can sell someone straight away, but he just weren't budging. He didn't want to leave. So he finally decided, yes, he would accept the loan offer from Hamburg. So he's out for at least a loan. And as you can see there, underneath him is Jasor Jalolidinov, however you butcher his name. And yeah, you can probably thinking, when did I sign him? Well, I signed him in this transfer window. Brought him in for 1k and sent him straight out on loan to get some first team experience. And if you've watched my previous save, he can sort of turn into a decent player. So he'll make that money back. He'll make more than 1k back easily. So yeah, so the other signings I made. So I brought in Noah Akafor. He's a winger. Brought in Serkan Temin, youngster. Marco Wolf, youngster. Emiliano Gomez, Kevin Bakuso, all youngsters. Max Kilman's a little slightly older, but I brought him in as well. George Tanner and Kieran O'Hara from Manchester United. Obviously, there's Jordan Rossiter. I spent a bit of money on Guilherme Carvalho Feitosa, who's a defender. He's quite decent, to be fair. And then a couple of free signings. So I brought in Vladimir Weiss. He's going to be a key player out on the wing. Got Joe Hart, who I've actually brought in. Weirdly, I brought him in to be the club captain, because I got rid of Trimmel. I brought him in to be the club captain, and he's going to make appearances for both the first team and the second team. So I'm going to have to try and keep him happy. He doesn't want it, to be fair, he's happy to be a backup. But yeah, so I'm going to flip him, because he's a decent goalkeeper still. But I think Lucas Zidane, if you don't know about Lucas Zidane, pick him up. First season, always pick him up. He's brilliant. He's going to be my number one. As you can see, it's not the Adama Traore you're thinking of. It's just a freebie central midfielder. And then up the top there, you've got Francisco Trincao. And if you've watched Loki Doki's Journeyman series, you'll know he signed Trincao out in Croatia, and he done wonders for him. I've picked him up when he's still a youngster and still a wonder kid. So I'm hoping he can do bits for me this season. Then a couple of others. So Eduardo's a youngster. Lucas Biljat, again, is another experienced head. And my record signing, Borja Mayoral. He's going to be my number star striker. You got Pierre Kunde, who's another midfielder. And you've got Dalbert, who is a left back. He's on loan and he's going to join permanently at the end of the season. Right, so I managed to convince the board to have a money affiliate. So we've got a club out in the K-League. So yeah, that's always a bonus. So hopefully that'll bring up some shirt sales. And here we jump in. I'm going to jump in right now at the Pokal first round. So as you can see, we played against Pampar, and that is how we lined up with the new signings. So we started with Zidane in goal, Dalbert out at left back, Rierson at right back, Friedrich and Kilman centre, Traore, Andrech in the centre, Cade in front of them, Trincao and Weiss on the wings, and Anderson up top. So yeah, that's how we started the first game of the season, and won. We won it quite convincingly. So yeah, it's always a nice, pleasing result. And that is how the rest of the season, well, the first half of the season is going to go. So, again, like I said last time, I'm going to play quite a few games and then stop in for a update. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that. A quick update on what's happening in Season 2 of my Union Berlin save. And, you know, we'll jump in, like I said, after a couple of games tomorrow, and we'll see how we are getting on. I've been Mitchell, and I hope you're all staying safe and looking after each other. Thank you very much. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.